Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Welcome in. Here we go. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to resonate here. Take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. Already we have out here the Page of Cups in the reverse. I think somebody owes somebody an apology. What are we talking about here, Spirit? Some sort of apology. Okay. Nine of Cups. Wishes granted. But first, do you owe somebody an apology or does somebody owe you one? Let's see. Wishes granted here. I love it. A lot of hard work went into this. This is a prideful moment in that, I did it. A moment of gratitude, maybe is a better way of saying it. Okay, we've got the Three of Cups out here. That's been popping a lot today. We've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and we've got the Five of Cups in the reverse. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Okay, somebody does owe you an apology, or switch the roles. But it's somebody who's been very harsh and just abusive in the way that they've been acting. I mean, you just would say, yeah, that's just abusive behavior. The Knight of Wands. It's inconsiderate, quick, unfeeling, being rude, being mean, being cruel, unnecessarily energy here, which I do not care for. Okay, in a read, but let's see where this goes. Okay, so we've got Four of Cups in the reverse. You're being seen now. Or I'm being told to switch the roles if necessary. If you've been this way to somebody, now they're being seen, or you're seeing the toxicity that is here, or they are, okay? This is part of the apology. Yeah. And I think moving forward, you're just moving forward now. Look, my priorities were focused on somebody who does not have my best interest at heart. And now I'm just all about moving forward. I'm not doing any kind of knee-jerk back and forth with them. Somebody's dangling something or keeping emotions always just very volatile and high here. And you're like turning away and looking at your goals. And I think and taking a break from just romantic relationships here or social choices, social relationships, social gatherings, groups. You're taking another look at that. Six of Pentacles is out here now. You were very generous in these scenarios. Now you're balancing it out. You're very generous to abusive situations. You are now no longer, you're taking a break from this as a whole in your life, and you're focusing elsewhere. Before you were giving this toxicity a green light here. You were allowing it. I see you wear that now in a way where you're saying, yes, I see where I played a part in this. This is part of my lesson, so I do not repeat this. I will recognize situations like this moving forward, and I will not get in so deep. Two of Wands. I feel like you've turned the other corner now, and you're saying, look, I will do the work to make good towers happen for me. Here's the tower. Good things happen for me. This is a new way of life. This is kind of a tower moment in that you are living differently. I'm not going to sit where it's comfortable. I'm going to strive and push myself, and the rewards are going to be tenfold. I am capable of anything, and I really feel like you're turning away from the whole love piece of the pie right now, and you're expecting justice. You're expecting the burdens that have been love in the past for you to go away with this justice and with your focus on goals that you have, big wishes that you have coming in, that you're working hard to make happen. The generosity you gave to somebody else, abusive situations, you are giving to you and your goals now. Yeah, beautiful. I did have an inkling that it would start out in kind of icky energy and then turn around. Yeah, you're very busy right now. Two of Pentacles, Temperance in the reverse. You're very busy looking at this time that you've allowed to be imbalanced in your life. And I feel like you feel like it's been a significant amount of time. And looking at, again, owning your part in that and not repeating past mistakes. not repeating past patterns. The Hierophant in the reverse, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, thinking that people were going to change, and of course people can change, but in this instance, I think you just got real down to earth on this change has to come from within this person, and that's just the bottom line. You know, I need to pull out until this person can do that for themselves, if ever. And so also something here about always thinking that a relationship was leading towards marriage and the falsity of that. Like, I need to hang in there because, you know, there's always going to be ups and downs. But your downs were severe and the authenticity wasn't there. And I feel like you have come to terms with this style of person that is some sort of habitual, it's some sort of habit forming. Maybe you're comfortable with that because you grew up with that, something like that. But you're looking at all angles of this and saying no more. Yeah, I see you very dynamic, the Queen of Wands. There is no more dynamic queenly card here. Yeah, Magician, all up in your power now. You succumb to none of this BS anymore. Super transformation here with the Death card. Oh my. Yeah, I do see this is you now. Whoa. Okay, the World in the reverse and the Nine of Cups in the reverse, because there were things that you needed to close out, but you just didn't want to be alone. And now you've gotten to the point where you're like, yep, bring it on. If I need to be alone, I'm going to be okay with that, because it's better than being in abusive situations that have never served me. Knight of Pentacles, this moves the energy. This has moved the energy for you. Yeah, you're standing in your power. You're feeling like, wow, I'm so lucky. And I feel like Spirit is saying it wasn't luck. It was you consciously looking at situations, seeing what part you played. So it's a learning experience that you don't repeat. And I know I'm repeating that point, but it is coming through several times, because it is so important what you've done here. Don't make light of the hard work and the mental work that you've done here to change up your life. Now I think things start moving for you. Yeah, really being around people you can rely on, or nothing. You know, if you see any inkling or hint of someone less than or making you less than, someone interfering in your goals, in your work, in your career, something like that, no, you are cutting them out. Okay, we've got the Six of Swords in the reverse. The Ace of Cups. Yeah, cutting things out that do not serve. Not being emotionally involved or manipulated here. Staying true to yourself and calm waters. Yeah, because you've done the work. The Hermit. Six of Cups in the reverse. You are not looking back. Whoa. Superpower here. I feel super power here. You have really empowered yourself. After a period of severely letting your power go. The Emperor in the reverse, because you believed in people that were acting like emperors. They had no business being an emperor. They were not. They abused their power. Ace of Wands in the reverse. You reject that now. You reject that style. You can see it a mile away. You can see it 10,000 miles away, I hear. Here you are. Moving forward, things in this area are black and white to you, and that is a healthy move for you. That has been a healthy move for you. And now when I say things move, they are moving. Your magician qualities, your alchemizing energy, your bringing desired situations to fruition, on point and power like no other in your life. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah, you're big on being very discerning about love, okay? Who's coming forward? And you are not mincing words. I mean, you're not rude, but you're non-verbally and even with your body language letting people know if they've made the cut or not. And I think a lot of people are not making the cut. You're very discerning. I feel like Spirit is giving you a huge round of applause here for that move, for that realization, for that way of living. Unfinished symphony. This is a repeated, we did talk about like repetitive patterns here. I think you finished it. Music is very significant to you, a focus, or should be. Yeah, you're not clowning around anymore. You got the downloads. You're one with your spirit team. The spirit team you feel has given you this brand new beginning. You felt a lot of power through this spirit team, a lot of self-worth through this spirit team, a lot of, power is big, like self-confidence coming through with this spirit team connection now that you focus in on, that you pray upon, or there's something where you get your mind very quiet and then you get right in sync with that spirit team, and that gives you a lot of power, that gives you a lot of self-confidence, that gives you a lot of get up and go, that gives you a lot of ideas that you're following through on, and you're seeing the results. You're seeing the magician results. This is you. Milk and honey. This is you. This is what comes next because of the hard work, because of that co-creation with spirit. This is you. Milk and honey. That's like treasures revealed. Treasures within, I hear. Treasures revealed. The good life. Okay? And the good life, I'm hearing, doesn't always have to be about abundance, although I see you bringing anything that you'd like into fruition. With that belief, that wholehearted belief. But milk and honey can be peace of mind. Peace. Peace in your newfound power from a higher power. Yeah. Granted from a higher power. Third eye, maybe you're getting a lot of third eye downloads here. I see that that's prominent in this card. What you're seeing here, you're making happen in the 3D. Beautiful. Incredible power. This is you. Incredible power. Let's pull one more. Whereas before you were letting somebody else's emotions that were all over the place be your emotions or affect your emotions. Nope. No longer. That door has been closed. And you closed it. That's the key to this read. You said no more and you closed that door. You had the guts. You had the intelligence. You had the wherewithal to say, I see this clearly now. I close this door. And all future doors that look like this. 2 more come out. That gives you the leg up. You got the downloads. Message in a bottle. You got the downloads. We've talked about this. And this has given you the leg up. Beautiful. Such a powerful read. I feel like, I hope I did it justice for you. Yeah, you're just on a path of a new life. Just a totally new life. And it's done the way you want it to be done now. A lot of grateful energy here for the here and now. The here, be present. A lot of grateful energy for the mending that you've done, the healing that you've done. A lot of grateful energy for the mental work you've done on this. Why? What are my whys? What are my motivations? Why did I allow this for so long? This kind of abusive undertone here that we see in this read that was a part of your life. The exchanging of gifts or the imbalance of how much you gave versus, the breadcrumbing you were given back. A gratefulness to be flexible as you learn and be flexible with yourself and easy on yourself as you come to some of these conclusions, because it could be very deep-seated from when you were younger, and you just haven't put that all together, when you were innocent and younger and didn't have choices, something about the When you look at this, the patterns are somehow a part of that as well. Breathe through this. This is not easy work, but you can go the distance with this spirit team, a co-creation. And don't worry about the time that's been lost, because remember, we always say time is fluid here. So you never worry about, I lost 10 years of my life there. No, you look at it more like, and I know this is a tricky one, but try and look at it more like, this is an excellent opportunity for me to look at in detail how long this went on and the whys. Okay? And now I start all over. And it's not a loss of anything. It's a great gain. What I have learned is the big gain. Your deep knowing about something. Yeah, I feel like for those of you who are integrated in the community, I feel like they have a lot of praise for you getting over something here that maybe they were privy to. Was not easy. You made the change. It's almost you came to a point where I have no other move other than to heal now, and to figure out the whys, and to figure this out, and to do for self. My next move is not the edge, it's healing. Yeah, the truth sets you free here, for sure. That's your message. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel to grow. Please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. Would love that. Would love a coffee from you. I thank you in advance. And until next time, let's remember who we are, and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.